Are we still live? Will we just do a dance?
Is it working?
I had the wrong mic.
Apologies.
Yeah.
We okay?
Yeah.
Should we start again?
Like the same now.
Oh. Should we go?
I don't know what's working.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, someone said that's better.
it's not like we're live or anything. We just can cut this bit
I
out.
had the wrong ones linked.
Oh, we'll blame Lisa. Wrong mics linked. So good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Hunky Dory TV. We have got a fabulous show for you today. Grab your sequins, pom-poms. We are talking all things shaker cards, and we are going to have 3 amazing demonstrations for you. My name's Amy. Bit of a change of plan today, but myself and Craig had such fun yesterday. We thought we would do it all again today. So we've got Lisa helping us out. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Are we all good? Can everyone hear us?
Yay!
Jolly good. Oh yes, lots and lots of comments. It is all working. And in the demonstration station, we have got Craig. Good morning.
Can I just say, that was impressive because what you said for a second time was pretty much word for word what you said the first time, but we couldn't hear it. But
It's like I've done it before.
It's like you've done it before, but that was so
Just
good.
read off the auto cue, Craig.
Is that what it is?
Have you not got one?
I don't have it on this side here.
Joking,
no, it's
we
just
haven't
that
got
side
one.
there, yeah. No auto cue, all completely live, as you said, dear. We'll
As you
edit
can
it out,
tell.
we'll edit it out, yes. No, we did. We had a lot of fun yesterday, and we were like, Anne-Marie, have you got a lot to do? She's like, yeah. Let's just get Amy in.
Yeah, let's
We had a
just do it
we had a lot
all
of
again
fun.
today.
Although, in saying that, I've got huge shoes to fill with you being here yesterday.
You will be fabulous.
How am I going to be able, I'm not going to be able to match that. All that
You
I'm going
will.
to do is we're going to do 3 techniques all about the shakers, different ways and different collections. And you know what? We're going to have fun.
We are. And who doesn't love a shaker card? They're one of our favourites. So if you need any advice, if you've got a question to ask regarding shaker cards, just put it in the comments and we will ask Craig. So we can do that. But before we get on with our demonstrations, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. This is a good prize this week, worth $29.99. 4 lucky winners as well are in with a chance to win one of our Hunky Dory heat tools. Let's hold it the right way. You can see here it's in our gorgeous purple. It's got your 2 heat settings on it. So if you are doing embossing powders, if you are wanting your inky backgrounds to dry quicker, if you're doing shrink plastic, this is going to be perfect for you. All you need to do to be in with a chance of winning is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. The world's largest pumpkin festival is located where? Is it A, Japan, B, America, or is it C, Germany? Make sure you like, share and comment. We thought it might be one of them, didn't we? But we're not sure. I'm going to look through the comments this morning during the show because I think so far people don't agree with us, Craig.
Really?
I think they might be right and we might be wrong.
Right.
We'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised though, because what we
What if we're
thought
wrong?
is kind of like clearly obvious, you would think.
Yes.
I still don't know. I didn't look yesterday, actual on Google or that, so I don't know. But that's interesting that many of you disagree with us.
So, I mean, I'd say they were right and we were wrong.
Oh, always.
But make sure you put your answer in the comments and we will announce those lucky winners on Friday's show. But we have got some special offers for you today. Valid until, is it midnight, Lisa?
Sunday.
Yeah, midnight on Sunday, the 19th of October. So any of these offers that you see, you need to make sure you get them before then. First, I can't believe we do this. Nesting dies. Now, I had the nicest Saturday afternoon just gone because I took all my nesting dies home, every single one of them, and just had an afternoon of sorting and categorising and just getting them all in order. So this morning I needed a particular one and I knew exactly where it was.
Yeah.
It's just the best thing to do to have all those organised. But we have got nesting dies, 40% off all nesting dies.
Amazing.
40%.
Wow.
Wow. So let's start off with the...
It does exclude a handful of the newer ones.
Okay, so it excludes a handful of the newer ones, but look, they're all those nesting dies that you will use time after time, aren't they? So these ones should be, the medium size should be $14.99, but you can get them up until Sunday for just $8.99. So we have got here, we've got your pentagons, and look how it's been made to use that shaped easel card as well. Absolutely gorgeous. We have got your torn edge nesting tags, perfect for doing your own Christmas gift tags. Your arched window, and you can see, let me just turn this one around. The amount that you're getting,
So
first of all,
much
so you're
metal,
getting
isn't there?
10 dies within here, but also the size from those smallest ones all the way up to those ones that are going to be able to do your shaped card blanks for you. We've got your circles. I think we use those almost every day, don't we?
Always,
Yeah.
always.
Your inverted corner square. We've got your rounded corner square. Your fishtail banners, a really good one if you are wanting to do things like birthday bunting, Christmas decorations. We've got your bracket label there, and then also your ornate label. So those ones at the moment, 40% off, just $8.99 for the medium nesting dies. Look at these ones. Should be $19.99, the larger ones, which you can see because the amount that you get, the size that you get. So instead of being $19.99, they're currently $11.99.
That's amazing.
So good. So this one, I love these, the combinations of these, the scalloped and the straight edged in one, because they make just the nicest frames there. And if you can see on the front of the packaging, shaker card.
Shaker card, yeah, funny enough.
There you go.
Yeah.
We have got your nestings dies of circles. Again, those have got the scallop and the straight edge for you.
Do you know what I love about them as well, Amy, is the fact that if you are on a budget, you don't have to buy scalloped and straight edge.
No, you get them both.
You've got them both.
Yeah, and for 40% off.
Yeah.
Which is even better. You've got your ovals there. Again, the same. And this is one I use a lot as well, the rectangles, doing those sort of frames for maybe little books, things like that. Then we've got your torn edge, so we've got your rectangles, we've got your circles, your ovals, the squares, and don't forget you'll be able to check out all of these on our website as well. Another really popular one, your duo stitched. So if you can see there, it just gives you those little lines like stitches, and you can see them on all of those circles there. So again, the duo stitch, the squares. Look
at
the
that.
amount that you get on
It's nearly
there.
a full bit of metal, isn't it?
I know. I mean, these are just going to be perfect. If you've got Christmas presents that you want to get for crafters, or if you yourself want them to be given to you as Christmas presents, let people know they are on offer until Sunday. This one, again, look at that, another shaker card using those, the rectangles, and then the duo dotty. So instead of the small sort of dash line, you've got your dots on there, and those are your circles. Again, look how they've been used to create those card shapes on the front there. Moonstone dies, something you are going to have in your stash for life, isn't it, if you look after them. So the large one should be $19.99, but with 40% off, you can get them until Sunday for just $11.99. So make sure you check those out. Look at these.
I do have to say, though, with the nesting dies, if you're a crafter and you're going to be buying them for another crafter, it's going to be what I call the QVC effect.
What's that?
That's where you buy it for someone and you end up keeping it for yourself.
I feel like that's quite often with just Christmas shopping
I do that
in general.
all the time, from about July onwards, when I'm watching, that's going to do so-and-so, so-and-so, and then it gets home and I'm like, nah, I'm keeping it for myself.
Or when you're out shopping and you see something, you think, I'll get that, and then you get home.
It's really on the QVC I do it that way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, I'd be pretty good at Christmas shopping for myself.
yeah, we're all good at that, aren't we?
Also on offer, we have got your glitter and sequins. I just absolutely love these. I remember when I got these as part of the design team, and they arrive. You know when they arrive in your DT package,
Oh,
and
I
you're
love
like,
that feeling.
look at these. So each pack contains 12 jars. They're usually $14.99 each, or 2 for £24. But at the moment, they are currently buy one, get one free. So you are getting 2 for just $14.99. And you can see they're jars, so you can just keep. You know, sometimes they come in packets and the packets tear, and then you need to find somewhere to put them in. These ones, they are all done for you. So those are all of your sequins. Look at all the colours that you are going to get in there. Just absolutely perfect for all of your shaker cards. So those are your sequins. We have now got some glitter assortments. Look at those ones, your pinks and your purples in there. I save the jars afterwards as well when I've used them.
What do you do with them?
I just keep them in my caddy just because they look pretty.
Make you feel tall.
And they've got that little H on the top there. I just think they're pretty. Blues and your greens there. They're going to be perfect for your Christmas makes, aren't they? You know, if you do the Christmas, the two of the most popular colour palettes, your blue and your silver together, isn't it?
Yep.
And your your red and green. So that packet would just suit both of those. We have then got your Christmas. This is another favourite because you've got not just your glitter, but look, you've got your stars in there. So you've got your mixed colours, you've got your silver, your gold, and your holographic stars in there. Again, they are going to be perfect for your shaker cards. And then lastly, we've got the holographic. Look at the rainbow colours in there. So it should be $14.99 or 2 for £24. But up until Sunday, you can get, buy one, you get one free. You might want 2 of the same or different ones. Just $14.99 for 2.
So
Absolutely love those. Check out our website for all of those offers. But we're going to come to you, Craig, if that's all right. We want to get the demos in.
Let's do it. Let's do it then. Let's get started. Now, I'm going to be using these nesting dies. Now, the one in the bundle that Amy showed, because of course you've got that, was it 40% off?
Yes, yeah.
But they are on the website and they've got the 40% off. I've checked. And these are just your straight edge oval dies. And I'm going to bring in some of the clockwork curiosities, and we're going to have a little bit play with that, because what I always find with your topper sheets, because you've got that nice delicate inner frame, if you're wanting a subtler kind of shaker where you just see a little bit popping around the edge, you can do that, or you can still come in and you can change and manipulate the main topper itself. But we're going to turn it into a bit of an easel card. So let's go in. Now, to start with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop some of my background up, and I'm using the background to go with it, and we're going to go in. Let me just pop that topper out to start with, and we'll have a look and double check the actual size of these ones. So I'm just going to work that in. I'm just going to snip those little bits out. They really are delicate. You can pop them out, but I do like to just kind of snip them out. And the actual topper itself is just over 3.5 by 5 3/4. So let's go, I'm going to go, let's do about 4 inch, no, let's do 4.5, like so, 3, I can't even remember what I said now, and that was what, 3 seconds ago? 3.5.
I do that with measurements, yeah.
Completely.
Michelle said
Go out.
those little jars would make perfect potion bottles for a Halloween display.
They would, wouldn't they?
That is such a good idea.
You know, the other thing I was thinking of as well is if, you know, you've got little ones and when their teeth fall out, I don't know if that's maybe like, oh, you're kind of looking at me as if you go like, no, Craig.
But keep hold of them all.
Yeah. You know, you could, the tooth fairy could keep hold of them. Maybe, okay, maybe not. We'll move on from that one. You know, the idea was there.
I like it.
No, you don't. You know now, we can just be honest with each
genuinely,
other.
yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure you know where I was going with
I'm sure I've
that.
got some children's teeth saved somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I still have my cat's tooth.
Lisa's got her cat's
Right.
tooth.
Yeah.
And you thought me saying children's teeth.
Do you want one
was
of my
weird.
hunky-dory little jars to put it in, Lisa? Oh, Lisa, can you do me a favour? Fiona says there are tiny nesting dies, you know, the smaller nesting dies designed for the little books.
Well, the pocket pad ones.
I can't think what the proper name for them was.
The nesting dies for the little book.
So the mini nesting guys aren't included on this offer.
They're not included, so they're mini, isn't it? Is that the name of them? Yeah.
Let me just
Thank you.
There's still a massive selection though, isn't there? And even some of the larger ones you can still easily use for your little books, couldn't
Oh,
you?
definitely, yes, yeah.
So I've gone in, I've cut 3 panels, just exactly the same size, 4.5 to 6 3/4 here. This is actually going to be my base. This is going to be my back platform. And the reason I wanted that as my base, so we could still see some of the rows. And then my third one, what we're going to do is I'm just going to go in. Now we're going to score it roughly in half. It doesn't have to be exact. So if you want it to be exact, we can just kind of marry that one up and then go in and then score. And then what I'm also then going to do is, again, it can be rough, but I'm just going to go 1/2 inch. It's very forgiving when it comes to the actual measurements for that central panel. Let's move that out of the way. And then we're going to fold that one back, that one on itself. And even although you've got that matastic within this collection, scores like a dream, which that will then get hinged to the back, and then that background is going to sit into there. We're going to do it the other way around so we can see that background at the bottom, and then we can then start to build our topper onto that top platform. So what we're going to do is, just before we go on, let's attach that to the back. So I'm just going to add my tape to the back here. You can use your glues if you want to. And I thought it was a really nice feature, that one, Amy, just to keep included.
It's absolutely stunning. Robin said this has arrived today.
Oh, nice.
For her, so that's really good, isn't it? We have lots of people who have bought this collection. It will be arriving.
So they are called mini nesting guys.
Yes, yep.
And the best way to find them, apart from searching, is they go under papercraft, under paper pads. They're all in the pocket pads category on the website.
Right, so if you go into, on the website, we're talking about the mini nesting dies. If you go into papercraft and
In the pocket pads category.
in the pocket pads category, you will find those mini nesting dies in there as well.
You have to scroll a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're all in there.
Thank you. Yeah,
Good
they're
to
just
know.
really handy as well, aren't they, those ones?
They really, really are. Really, really handy. And in actual fact, there's a lot of the time, Amy, I use them even without the little books or the pocket pads.
Oh, definitely. Just if you're
anything
doing
like that.
sentiments and things like that, isn't it, with stamping?
That's it.
Look at that acetate.
Isn't it beautiful? Now, what I don't want to do is I don't actually want to kind of overpower the shaker. You know, it's kind of impossible to overpower, but what I'm wanting is I'm wanting to then kind of maybe just go down the side, maybe even a little bit at an angle. You can have a little bit of a play with that accent foiling in the way that you position it. But what I just want to do is I just want to go along and I just want to kind of have it just popping in from the edge there. This is where nesting dies can come in. You can cut one round about that same size and shape, or what I tend to do, because for me, I just find it easier, Amy, just to stick it on my acetate and then I just roughly trim around it.
Yes,
kind
me
of just
too.
undercut. Because no one's going to see it, so therefore you can then freely get away with that. So if we go in like so.
And I love this, doing the shaker card with that topper frame, because if somebody hasn't got a die cutting machine,
Perfect way to do it.
this is another great way, yeah.
It really is. That's it. You know, look at all of those different concepts that you can be using with your topper sheets, because you've got that ability, exactly as you were saying there, sometimes just cries out to be used as a shaker. And this is where what I'm doing is, you can of course just go in and then cut right down the edge. When it comes to the actual corners, what I'm just kind of doing is I'm just undercutting.
As it just almost tilt your scissors under it,
Exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
It is on the opposite side, it's going to be rough, but it doesn't matter, no one's going to see it. and it just means you're not having to fight in with those corners when it comes to the shape of it. And then, as I say, when it comes, you can still undercut the side, but it's just as easy just to run your scissors up. Now all these little bits, because you've got that accent foil and we could keep a hold of, but now, even if you weren't doing shakers, Amy, even just going in and popping that over the top where you've got that delicate piece of foil and just popping out, it's a great way to do that. But, as I was saying beforehand, you would still be able to see the shakers popping just out that little delicate inner aperture frame, but I want them to be seen a little bit more. So I want to change the shape that little bit, and because we've got the curves to them, this is where I thought I'm going to bring in the ovals. This is what you were meaning, wasn't it? When they all start to fall at the bottom.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lily said, I'm crafting my first shaker card with you, Craig.
Oh, brilliant. Love that. Love hearing things like that.
I know, me too.
You know, we do it because we're lucky and we love doing it, but to actually hear that we get to inspire you and we inspire you at home to actually get creative, it's just, it gives you goosebumps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really, really
Katie
does.
said, I so love Craig's demos. He must be in his element.
I am. Do you know something? There's a lady who's followed me for some time. Her name's Karen, and I posted a picture at the weekend, and she commented, and she went, Craig, it's lovely to see you doing different things in different styles.
Yes, yeah.
And it's because now, Amy, I've got the time. I've got time here to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
We've got the time to have a look,
To be creative,
to search,
haven't we? Yeah.
to be creative. We can have a play with different ideas, and if it doesn't work, if the idea doesn't work, because we've still got time, don't get me wrong, was it last week where everything seemed to come off the press at once?
Yeah.
But still, we've all got that time where we can then just be creative.
Yes, yeah.
And it's lovely that many of you are noticing it from. It's not losing my style, but what I'm doing is I'm kind of just enhancing it and taking it to the next level. And that's what Hunky Dory's allowing me to do. And I'm just having a blast.
I think that's because of the variety of products that we now have, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
There's the element of choices there.
That's it, so choice. It is choice for sure. And then, of course, we do have a giggle and a laugh as well at times.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Too often.
Yeah.
Michelle says, don't make that glass mat sticky, Craig. Amy will be after you.
Yeah, I cleaned it.
Did you?
You didn't notice while we were getting ready, did you? That was me scrubbing it. Yeah. So yeah, I cleaned it. I do like a little bit of cleaning, so I was doing my fair share. Happy to always do my fair share. I'm now in the habit of emptying the bin at the end of the night.
Just make sure that the paper trimmer stays there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I need to tell that story. Actually, I need to tell the story of the sellotape, don't I? But as far as the paper trimmer, when I was on here last week, Lisa, wasn't it? I know, yeah. I'll go to one. And then I went to Hobby Maker on the Tuesday, and I opened my boot, and because at the moment I'm coming back and forth from here to Durham, I had my paper trimmer in the back of the car, and I got to Hobby Maker, took stuff out the back of the car, paper trimmer, went into my boot, and here's a paper trimmer. And I'm like, oh, I've mistakenly brought my one from home here, because I don't usually, because I've got one at home, and then I've got one here. So I was like, oh, well, that's fine. I'll just remember and take it back. And then I came in on the Wednesday, and Lisa's like, has anyone seen the paper trimmer from inside studio? And straight away, I was like, oh, I've got it.
But can I just say, you were the one person that both Lisa and Jess said wouldn't have it. No, not Craig. He's too tidy. No, it wouldn't be our Craig. Wow.
I didn't do it on, deliberately.
We all got accused, but couldn't be Craig.
That's it. At least I also owned up straight away and was like, oh yes, that was me. But
You didn't try and just
sneak it back in.
Sneak it under your jacket and try and bring it back in.
Yeah, it was a legit story, a legit reason, but yeah, that was me in the paper trimmer last week. Oops. All I was doing there was just cutting out. I've gone in with the nesting die. So that one, the smaller one, was number 7. And then I've gone in with that gorgeous red mirror. Just to pull out some of the red within the rose, that one was then number 6. And then if I pop that in, what it's doing, it's just then going to give me that little bit more space to see the shaker, the way that we start to build.
I've never thought of doing that. Janet said I'd never have thought of cutting my topper like that. Dawn says, great idea.
Yeah, just a nice way to change it slightly. You know, you don't have to. It's all there done for you. But if you want to, you can still 100% be creative with your toppers and backgrounds. They're yours. There's no reason why you can't then start to change it and manipulate it. So bring that one in. So let me check that one again. So that was 4.5. So let's go, and I'm going to team that up to the side there. Let's go in at 4, what was that, 4.25. Because I just want that little bit of a panel down the back, maybe a little bit. Yeah, let's take a fair wee bit off of that one. So let's come down to 4 here. Chop that. Because we've got that gorgeous green as well. We still want to see, there we go, that'll be fine. Let's check, will it? Yes, that'll be absolutely fine. And then once again, just a teeny little matting layer, just to pull this out. So that was 4 inch. So let's go 4, and let's go 3/8. So just 3 notches over. Will it? Maybe that'll be too much. This is where playtime just comes into trial and error. Let's just take one little slither off of there, like so. And then let's just go in, and then let's just match these ones up, where we can then, of course, come along and then start to build our card. Making that shaker, like so. Let's add that. I love anything woodwork effect when it comes to pattern paper.
Oh, definitely, because it just works so well, doesn't it? With so many themes.
That's it. It works so well. Ties with so many different themes and collections, as you said. And I just love working with it. So let's build this one together. So when you're starting to add it on, let's do these layers first. So we're just going to go in with our tape here, add it round. Also then gives us that little bit extra kind of stability. So we're going to pop that down. And then, you know, going and talking about adding or die cutting our toppers and that, bring in your folders, Amy. Add some of your waxes and things like that to the Matastic.
Those metallic waxes with this collection work perfectly, don't they?
They do. They absolutely do. Now, I'm not worried about covering a lot of that green from the background because we've got a lot of it when it comes to the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build on top of my top layer before I start to attach. What I will say, if you are new to shakers, make sure you only pop your adhesive onto that base part. Sometimes in the early beginning of creating shakers, you sometimes forget, you add adhesive all the way over the back and then the whole thing sticks. So it's always just on that base. So let's bring that one in, and then I'm going to bring in my adhesive strips, which, do you know what? I found them, Amy, and then I had them popping up a little bit higher so I could just reach for them, and then they've slotted back. There we go. There we are.
You got them.
Found them. Got them. So we're going to go in. Now, there is a couple of ways in which you can do shakers, and that is this acetate panel. What you could do is you could cut another one roughly the same size, pop your shaker elements in, and then put that other piece of acetate over the top to kind of sandwich it in. Yeah. I don't do it that way though. I do it, well, the way that I'm going to do it, and that is just popping it straight onto my background. And the other important bit is where you've got the joins, must make sure, certainly if you're using something like glitters or anything fine, that you've got no gaps in the joins, because they'll all fall out. So all that you need to do is, certainly when you come to that end, just make sure it's butt right up against that last one, press it down, and then you can use your wider foam pad strips and just chop them down in half, And then I'm just going to go in with the one level. Let's peel that one. And I'm not adding any additional backing because I can see that woodwork, the gold foiling just jumps from the back. And then we're going to add the accent with, let's use some gold stars within this one. I think that'll be nice. So I've got that ready to go. Let's go in. So if I go back to what I was saying before, what some people will do, Amy, is pop it in there, then put that acetate over the back, creates that sandwich, then glues it down. But I just go
This is
straight
the way I
in.
do it, yeah.
I think it's kind of more the traditional way. So let's maybe go in, and then it's entirely up to you if you want it really, really full, if you want to mix it up. You know what you can also use? You know I know they're not in the 40% off, but the new nesting dies, it's got the stitched work, the little circles.
Yes, yeah.
Keep those little die cut pieces, and they could be good shakers, because it's nice to have something with sound. Do you know what, Craig, you're being stingy Scottishman here. Let's just add some more in there, because it's nice to have that sound. Glitter doesn't really give you the sound.
No, it is the sound that I really like.
So if I go into there, press that down, make sure that's nice and firm. We've got no gaps where the stars could fall out. And then we've got the shaker. We've got that shaker going. We're going to add that. Saying what I was saying that before, I understand that some people say, oh, we're covering a lot of it. I don't want to cover as much. You don't have to. You know, you could then die cut that topper a little bit smaller if you want to. You've got plenty of scope to still see that rose. But as much as full shakers, which we will, or full visible shakers that we'll do within the show, it's also nice to do ones where the backdrop is the shaker. So shakers are always the worst one to show on air as well, because you need to move it to show it. But you've got that shaker going back with that nice sound.
It's just the sound, isn't it? Yeah.
And then what we'll just start to do is we'll just start to build it up together. So let's go in, adding our tape only to that bottom half. Let's then marry that one up like so. If we get that in, press that one down. That's then now going to sit upright. But of course what we do need is we need a stopper, and we also need, which we don't have on here, is a sentiment. Not to worry, what we will do is it can be sentimentless for now. Let's use that beautiful dragonfly as a stopper as well. Use that banner strip, and then let's take that one back. Do you know what I am also going to do? What was the width of that again? So I'm looking at the woodwork backdrop. Did I say 4 inches, didn't I? So if I take that to 4 inches, and something else I do quite often, Amy, is I'll split them.
Yes, yes.
So I'm going to get that as close to the middle as I can, and then I'm just going to press down just to keep it in place. What it'll also then do is tie in the top and the bottom. So what I mean by that is let's add our dots onto here, dots onto there, bring that back in, and then I'm going to go gold on the outside. So if you just find your pattern paper, pattern cardstock, it's just kind of just ending, and you want to put what I tend to call the full stop. You just want to have that full stop edge. Then just go in with your strips, and then if you want to, you know, we could have used the full one, but it's a nice way just to then break them down slightly.
I've never thought of that, doing that either.
Yeah, just ends it.
Good idea, yeah.
Now, even just as a normal 5x7 card, 5-ish by 7-ish card, that would look nice. But let's pop that one back, and then we've got, so I don't want to really cover that rose. So what we can do, let's actually do the same, but that one, what did I say, was 4.5. So I'm going to do exactly the same here. So let's do 4.5. So we can have the base tying in with the top. So line that up. You could, if you want, to put a teeny little bit of your dotty tape runner to hold it in if you want, or go freehand. That's up to you. But add our dots on. So add that one. And then what I'm going to do is let's just go up to the top. Where did I have the gold strip? On the facing the outside. So we can go along there. Same with this one here. Have that one facing the outside, like so. Finishes it off, and then let's just add that one in, and then later I can pop a sentiment on, or you don't always have to pop sentiments on your cards. You can leave them sentimentless if you want to.
Especially as well if you're stash building, isn't it? So if you're just
Yeah.
making cards to keep for a later date, then you can add that sentiment,
You could do 100%.
you know, when you're about to give it, couldn't you then?
So let's pop that one down. That's going to be our, I could even have popped a little sentiment in there, but that's going to be our stopper. We're tying it in by breaking down the banner strips, pulls in the same at the top and the bottom, change the size of our topper, and I will fold it out in a minute, but we've got our shaker, that red just really bringing that rose to life, and then we've got that shaker at the bottom, creating our own little easel card.
Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Absolutely love it. Dawn says, beautiful card. Carol says, what a stunning card, Craig.
Thank you.
Where are we? Yep. Robin said, very elegant card. Lorraine says, wonderful demonstration. Lovely card. Jenny said, blown away. Brilliant. Thanks, Craig. So many tips, wasn't there, in there in terms of cutting your topper, cutting those strips in half to make it go twice as far. I'm sure lots of people are picking up those tips as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Absolutely love that. So we have got 2 more demonstrations left, but we need to have a look first at some shaker card essentials. So first up, you definitely need these if you're doing shaker card. It is your foam pad strips. You can choose from a selection of these. They are £1 each, or currently 10 for £8. Make sure you get hold of these. Let's have a look. What have we got here? We have got, is that your 1 mil?
Yep.
Yep, so we've got your 1 mil strips. It's hard to see these, isn't it? I mean,
It's easier if you bend them a little bit.
let's, so you can see the size of them there on that one, and then you've got your smaller ones that size. So they are your 1 mil. You've then also got your thicker strips there as well, which you can cut down. So those are your 1 mil. We've then got your 2 mil in the same strip sizes. We've got them in the black. So handy, aren't they,
So
those
good.
ones? And then we also have them in your 4 mil as well. So those are those thicker ones, but the dimension that you get with those. So if you are using slightly larger shaker element parts, then the 4 mil are really handy, or you can double up the 2 mil if you want to as well. So currently 10 for £8. I would definitely be grabbing those, especially if you haven't made shaker cards before and you're wanting to give them a go. Next up, we have got your clear acetate, another essential that. Okay.
It's not something you've done. I've just not put the graphic in for it.
Oh, don't worry. We can talk about it.
Not doing well today.
Don't worry, we
You're
can
doing
talk about
fine,
it.
Lisa.
This is your heavyweight clear acetate. So if you're using it for shakers, brilliant, but then it's also going to be able to make your cards, your stepper cards, your easel cards as well. You are getting 20 sheets in here, 220 micron, $9.99 or $8.99 if you are a Diamond Club member. They are A4 sheets that you are going to get. So if you have got some of those Moonstone dies that are on offer and are going to create your own sort of aperture frames, then this is what you are going to need to turn those into those shakers. Look at that, you can see.
You can just about see
Just
it on the
about
screen,
catch
eh?
it all, yeah. Definitely another essential for your shaker cards. Next up, where are they? Here they are. Oh, I absolutely love these. Your snowflake sequins. I couldn't see, yeah. Gold, silver or white. You are getting 3 different sizes of snowflakes within each one. They're $1.99 a pack, and look at the amount you get in there. It is 15 grams in total, but you can see, look at the jam-packed, $1.99 each, or you can get all three, so the gold, silver and the white, for just £3.97.
That's so good, isn't it?
Imagine how many shaker cards you could make.
That's it.
With those. That is your Christmas shaker cards sorted, isn't it? For less than £4. Perfect for shakers, but also just to add just one or two onto each card,
That's
isn't it? Maybe a gemstone in the centre as well. Really lovely. So those are your snowflake sequins. And then we have got your star sequins. 2 different sizes within here. You're getting the gold and the silver if you want to, $1.99 each, or you get both for $2.98. And again, these have got 15 grams in them with those 2. Look at the way they shimmer.
They're just
You can see it there, can't you? 2 different. I could just stand and do this all day.
It's like a Strictly outfit.
How good. 2 different sizes of stars within there as well. Again, an absolute essential, and you're going to be able to use those all year round. Congratulations cards, birthday cards, you're going to be able to use those as well. So those are your star sequins. Oh, it says show cards.
Ignore that.
Oh, I'm just going to ignore that bit. So we have got your foam pads, your acetate, your snowflake sequins, and those gorgeous star sequins as well. Make sure you have a look on the website for all of those. We're coming back to you for another demo.
Coming back to me, rightio. We're going to be using one of my absolute favourites, if not my favourite, from Hunky Dory, and that's the little books. So we're going to go in and we're using the one from the denim. And what I was going to do is keep the background very, very simple. Then what I found, Amy, just under my desk was a demo pack that I had left over from Hobby Maker. And I thought, yes, I know it's daisies and that's sunflower, but why not just use it to, instead of going to waste, just use it and create the background. So this was also from the collection of 3. This one was being the Tarred Florals. And I did just trim them just a little bit smaller, added them onto a bit of the adorable scoreable, and then because you've got multiples of them, I've just then popped them onto a tent fold 5x7. So as I said, let's use them anyway. So I'm going to add them on, and then when it comes to the actual topper or the little book, we're going to go in with the arched window and we're going to change the shape. Now, I change the shape often with the little books, Amy, but usually it's an oval or maybe a circle, something like that. I never tend to change them with something completely different. So that's why I thought, let's do it. Let's go in with the arched window and use that one for a change.
And that is in the 40% off, isn't it, that one? Yeah.
So many cracking dies on at that 40%. And it's one of those, in actual fact, it's the same with, well, it's the same with everything. I was away to say the glitters, but it's the same with the foam pads and that. It's ones that would never have to discount because they're all kind of staple.
Yeah, I mean, they make perfect like archways, doorways,
Yeah.
But also I find with this one, you see on the image you've got from that little book, there's a lot of detail. And you don't want to cut a lot of it away.
No.
Sometimes like an oval cuts quite a bit of all 4 corners away, doesn't it? Whereas with
100%.
the archway, especially the bottom part of the image, you're going to keep most of it, aren't you, with those?
That's it, yeah, exactly that. And, you know, I would like to say that was planned. It wasn't, and that's a really, really good point that you've made there, Amy, because even, I'm just not necessarily using this one, but, well, actually, let's use one that we are going to use. Exactly your point there. I've still got another one that I could be using. So if we go there, if that was an oval, we would be losing that.
Yes, yeah.
Now, would it matter up there? Probably not. However, a key staple of the gnome is part of that image with the watering can. So you don't want to lose it. So yeah, really, really good point on that one. But let's go in. The reason also I thought, because it ties in with the yellow, that little bit of that darkness into the back. But I thought, let's bring in, because there's a bit of brown, I'm going to use the bit of brown, and it'll still work with the daisies. So let's move that one out the way for now. So I'm going to, let's go and let me have a think about this one. So if I bring that one back in, like so, so probably if I do the biggest die within the brown, and then we're going to go the next one down will be the yellow, and then the next one down is probably going to be too much of a thinner frame for my liking. So if I try that one, the only worry that I've now got is going back to what we were saying a moment ago. If it, well, actually no, because you don't have to pop your die central. You can move them. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know, don't always think you have to go direct it. So I think actually, yeah, I think I'm going to be all right with that one. I'm happy with that. So let's go back then and let's start to do the cutting, because I do want to have like a background platform for it to sit on. So we're just going to run these ones through.
The other thing I do as well, if the image is behind and sort of the die cut has cut through maybe a flower or something, I then fussy cut that flower from another pad and then stick it on the frame.
idea,
So
yeah.
it's sort of 3D
So
effects
you're still
as
seeing
well.
it. Because what you get, most of them, it's 6 images, isn't it, of each?
Yes, yeah.
So you've always got plenty. Always got plenty. And then if you're not using elements of the remaining of the pad, you just keep a hold of it, because there's always going to be an image I found where maybe you want more than the 6 layers, i.e. you just want some of that detail, don't you?
Yes.
So you can always just go back to the leftovers that you've got. So we're going to cut that one out. So that was the largest die of the arch window. Not to say we're going to go, or not to say that I'm actually committed to this configuration. I might change my mind as we go. As
we all do whilst
we all
making
do.
cards, isn't it? Very
Yeah.
rarely finishes as it was intended. Well, mine anyway.
we'll have the idea, and we may start to pop bits together to get the idea, but as it actually comes to committing to the idea, sometimes it's like, See, now, if I'm honest, I'm thinking, is that going to be too much of a thicker frame? If it is, that's fine. What I can always do is I can go back to that next size out and then cut out. But I'm going to go with that one to start with.
Yeah, it's just making sure that that frame is wide enough for your foam strips,
Exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's exactly what I'm doing. If I wasn't doing a shaker where I'm using foam strips, then I probably wouldn't be as, let's line that one up, as concerned about the thickness of them or the width of them. But because, as Amy said, I'm trying to keep in mind that we've got the foam pad strips, then that's why I'm just being a little bit more cautious of the actual width. So as that one comes out, let's take this one out, like so. And then let's have a little look. So pop in that one out, pop that one out. Let's just go along. So let's take that one. So if I have a look, so I think that one may actually be absolutely fine. Let's just pop. Actually, do you know what? I think that's going to be absolutely fine. I think I'm going to be happy with that. Yep, I'm going to be happy. And this is where, as you were saying, if you want to go in and fussy cut from one of the other pages, do you know what? I don't have time to do what I'm just thinking now. Do you know what I'm thinking, Amy? If I were, what I'm going to do, create this into a shaker, take another page and then fussy cut the sunflowers and set that on top of the acetate.
Yes.
And then the watering can could be on top
And
of the
maybe
acetate.
his shoes as
and
well.
That
Yeah,
sort of thing.
that
Yeah,
would be lovely,
so
yeah.
building even higher, that would be a good idea. I could use nesting, in actual fact, what I could have done is use that middle-sized arch die to cut out the gnome. That way it's going to make that little bit of a frame for me to then pop my adhesive on. But I'm going to do what I done with the last one, and that is I'm just going to add my tape. Let me think now, because I need my, no, I am going to have to do that, Craig. So the reason being is because I need to pop my acetate behind there, plus pop it on foam pads. So I need that to be raised up. So let's take that in-between die. So what I mean by that is that was the in-between between the two that I used. So let's take that one off. And I'm still going to kind of do what I was doing. Add that one on. And then for this one, let's just use some clear acetate that I've got to the side of me. So always have a look at the acetates that you've got within your stash, because you could use, I'm thinking offhand, there was a couple of the foiled ones within the Clockwork Curiosities that would still have worked with these designs. So always have a look at your stash and just see, because there's some that you can absolutely cross over. So let me get my acetate ready to go.
Oh, Lily said thank you so much for your first demo, Craig. I have just completed my first ever shaker card and now feel confident that I can make them.
Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant, Lily.
That's so good. And you know, that is, and I know it's the whole point of Hunky Dory doing the Technique Tuesday. I mean, because you've done one with the parchment, wasn't there? And I know there was so much love for that one.
Yeah, I think we've still got a couple more coming up. Technique Tuesdays, which will be good.
That will be good, yeah.
We've got them all month.
What are the next ones, Lisa?
I think we've got Gilding Flakes next week.
Gilding Flakes.
Whoa. Who's
doing
got that?
Yeah.
Is it not you, Amy?
No, not that I know of.
Let me check.
It might be me.
Oh no, it's Natalie, sorry.
Natalie.
Natalie's doing Gilding Flakes
And then
Technique Tuesday next week. And then is Stacey doing a die cut one?
cutting with Stacey, yeah.
Die cutting with Stacey.
Meaning Stacey and Hunky Dory's, the Moonstone dies, which of course, which are what the nesting dies are, but just the Moonstone dies as a whole. Oh, such incredible dies.
They
So
are.
it's between Stacey and Jen, isn't it?
Stacey and Jen. If anyone didn't watch it yesterday at 12 o'clock, Anne-Marie and Stacey did a craft o'clock
Yes, they did.
live through Hobby Maker with Adam. So it is on YouTube. Is it on the, I think it'll be on the Hobby Maker channel, won't it? Or Craft O'Clock.
Yeah, so it'll be on Hobby Maker's Facebook and their YouTube.
Yeah, go back and watch it. Stacey's on there talking all things design and sort of her journey really as well,
Do you
and
know what was really
her job
interesting?
involves. Yeah, it's things I didn't know.
No, me neither. You know, I've
I
known
really enjoyed it. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. It was really good fun as well.
it was, and you know, I've known Stacey for a good number of years now, but it was really interesting actually hearing some of her story that I didn't even know.
It was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, to have that time to chat as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really good.
But yeah, incredible dies, and I know that there's lots of beautiful ones
Lots more to
coming
go.
up that are. And then no, shut up, Craig. This is where I get myself in trouble.
Oh, were you?
I was about to say something
Oh, okay.
that would maybe tie in with the flowers and the florals, and I know Amy's just giving me an eye roll. She's like, Craig, shut up. I'll get hauled into the office.
You're one of us now.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You're going to get a reputation, Craig, as a bean spiller.
At least that'd be a good reputation for me. Yeah, not a bad one. But yeah, it's that joy and the excitement. And you're the same, Amy. It's because we've loved, and I know it's for the whole team, but I know with you as well, especially, being on the design team as well. We've kind of followed in each other's footsteps, haven't we?
Yes,
and having that
definitely.
love and that joy,
Yeah.
not just with the products, but the team as well. I truly do feel I'm really blessed.
It's really strange because at the minute, I don't know, it's a period of time where, you know, when every morning I get like memories come up on my phone.
Yeah.
Like 4 years ago today, 5 years ago today, like photographs that I've taken. And so many over the last couple of weeks have been Hunky Dory design teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice to see, isn't it? And it just sees how far that you've come
know.
on. Yeah. I always remember, I don't know if I've told you this story, so I'm going to tell you it live. Just before you, or I think when you agreed to join Hunky Dory, as in coming here, I was with Anne-Marie at Hobby Maker. I was obviously with who I was with previously, and I think you just met up or you just agreed on that, and she was so excited that you were
Not as
that you were
excited as I
coming.
was.
She was so excited. She was like, "Do you know Amy?" I went, "I know of Amy. Yeah, absolutely, I do. Yeah." So she was absolutely buzzing. Yeah. So it is. It's nice, and then now we get to work with you, which is such a pleasure. Right. So all that was doing there was building up. Done the same as before. Added my acetate to the back. Put my foam strips all the way round. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go back with the yellow stars, but I'm going to add a little bit of these tealy green sequins, just because we've got some of the green within the actual image itself. And I'm doing the same. Let's just add these ones on here, and I'm going to go in and then add a few here. Let's add that on, and then this more kind of relates to if you're using something really fine like a glitter or something like that. What you just want to make sure is just make sure that you've got nothing around that edge, because you don't want anything to block that join. So if I go in there and that's just stuck down, there we go. And then I'm just going to marry that one up. So in actual fact, I think the background of the daisies do work well because of the colours. And the purpose and premise for that wasn't to actually fully see them, Amy. It was to be a background.
Yeah.
Because my initial thought, my initial demo was another one of those being the main topper. But yeah, I think that still works. And then we've got our shaker. Again, maybe still being a little bit more stingy. But you know what? You can pop as much as you want in there. And I'm still going to do with what I was originally going to do, and that was thinking of you. So I've already got these cut from my favourite sentiment dies, being the vertical sentiments. I absolutely love these. And then we can then just have a little bit of a play, maybe just go, I'm just going to go onto that inside. So I already had these ones cut, so I'm just going to pop them on there, like so. Add that on. And you know, sometimes when you're saying a thinking of you, it's maybe it's just they've been through a tough time or they just need a little smile. You know, there's a difference between a thinking of you card and a sympathy card. You know, a thinking of you can be smiley and bright.
Just because, yeah.
Just because. So if I pop that one there, and the only reason is because I still had it to hand, so let's do it. You may have got the inserts, and what I was showing on Hobby Maker, maybe at first you might think, well, do you know what, there's a lot of white space. What I tend to do is add my matting layer, but if you're still someone within the insert that think it's still a little bit more of a white space, Craig, what to do is then just expand it that little bit more. So that framework is then just going to then kind of visually expand that verse sentiment. And that bit, it could be pattern paper if you want to.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of choice. But this could be a really nice one for someone that is unwell. We've got that touch of floral in the background from the floral tarids. We've then, of course, got the gnome. I'm saying a gnome. Is it a gnome or a gonk? Can you see his eyes? Forgot to look. I think it's a gonk, isn't it?
Is that the difference?
Yeah, you can't see a gonk. A gonk is one that you can't see their eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't know why, but yeah. And then you've got that little bit of the shaker to make them smile as well. So let's just finish that one off. So using our nesting dies in our little book to create a shaker, like so. And then there we go, we've got that gold, and then we've got the green in there as well.
Absolutely stunning. And it's lovely that you've done one with a topper frame that's already done, but then you've shown how you can actually create your own as well.
Absolutely.
Viv says another fab card, Craig. Elaine says super duper card. Where are we? Trying to read. Penny says fabulous card, Craig. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Love the fact that people are trying out these shaker cards as well. If you haven't already, give them a go because they're just super fun to do. And whoever receives it will love it as well. Quick question, Lisa. Somebody has asked, Where are we? Where, if they've got ideas for dyes, where's the best place to suggest?
Send them on Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
They get added to the suggestions.
Okay.
You can email service.
So email service or do Facebook Messenger, and they will get added to our suggestions. We always love to have some ideas from customers and viewers, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, please let us know if you've got any ideas. Quick Win It Weekly reminder. Friday's show, 4 lucky winners are going to receive or win our heat tool, just an essential. 2 heat settings, the gorgeous purple. So if you are doing embossing powders, if you are doing shrink plastic, if like me you can't wait for things to dry and want to speed up the process, this is going to be perfect for you. Worth $29.99. All you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. The world's largest pumpkin festival is located where? Is it A, Japan, B, America, or C, Germany? Make sure you get your answers in and we will announce those 4 lucky winners on Friday's show. But you saw Craig using them, so we just had to put them into our show today. They are our little books, and we absolutely love them. We have got your A6 and your square little books, $9.99 each, or currently 3 for the price of 2, which is such a great deal. Look how many we've got. This one, your floral tarot, this was our newest release. Just perfect for, and I just love the contrast of colours in here. So they're really bright, but then you've got that dark backgrounds as well. You've also got all the names on there, which is always really helpful.
For me as well, yeah.
Yes, yeah. You know, when we do sort of the decoupage toppers with all the dogs, I'm thinking, I don't know the names of all these dogs.
I know retriever, I know lab.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You've got lilac. I just love those dark backgrounds, isn't it?
Peony's my favourite.
Yeah. Perfect for fussy cutting with your nesting dies as well. Each book you are getting 120 pages, 20 different designs, 6 of each, which allows you to do all of those fussy cutting or nesting die projects if you want to. We've then got your denim. Was that where your image was from?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The image that Craig used on there. So many different images, isn't there, with that theme of denim running through there. Just show you a few of those. You've got the cowboy boots there.
That's the cat one for me.
Definitely. And the floral bouquet. Lots of different ones in there. You've also got your Eastern treasures. So those were the 3 that launched most recently. But then we've got our floral melodies there with all your instruments on. We've got your beautiful birds. So many different themes we now cover, don't we? Your Twilight Kingdom. So this is all those sort of really like vibrant colours, but then with those silhouette images on as well.
The other thing I love working with is silhouettes.
Yes.
There's something about
Something
silhouettes.
about, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. I mean, that would make a perfect Christmas card, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or anyone that you knew was Scottish.
There's with some of this, almost a sentiment and topper in one, isn't it, on some of these as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous colours in that one. So that is your Twilight Kingdom. We've then got some of our square little books. So this is your Enchanted Glades. We love this collection, didn't we? Look
at that.
Look at him. All of colours in here as well. So that is your Enchanted Glades. You can go onto our website and have a look at these ones. Your butterfly jewels. Look at all of those. Let's just put the colours in.
Incredible.
Absolutely stunning.
The depth to them as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and butterflies are just useful for so many different occasions, aren't they? So that is your butterfly jewels. And then the last one we have got is your stained glass, your wonderful wildlife. So another one that would be perfect for Christmas, isn't it?
Good.
All of those different images with that stained glass.
Who would have thought that stained glass effect would work really well with a variety of images?
I know.
I mean, would you say cow, bull, Highland cow in stained glass? You'd be like, eh?
Yeah, but then when you
But
see it,
Hunky Dory just do it.
works
Spot on.
so well, doesn't it? Look. Look at that one. Absolutely stunning. So those are your A6 and your square little books. $9.99 each, or currently 3 for the price of 2. Oh, it's one of my favourites.
You really, really
I
do,
do.
don't you?
I just love them. Paper pads. Who doesn't love a paper pad? The versatility, I think, with them, isn't it? Especially now we've got that collection of duo design paper pads. There's so much variety. Each pad contains 48 pages, 12 designs, 4 of each, $11.99 each, or again 3 for the price of 2. Are these all of them, Lisa, or just a few?
The offers on all of them, but I just brought.
Okay, so the offers on all of them. So you've got your frosted flowers and your winter breeze. So those are all your frosted flowers on the front, and then all of those designs on the reverse as well. Your winter breeze. You've got your embossed leathers and your soft suede. Look at that one. They're perfect if you are doing sort of gift bags, aren't they?
Oh, I never thought about
make them
that,
look
yeah.
like real handbags,
Yeah,
can't you?
you
I love
could.
that one. Celestial Dreams and Magical Constellations. The colours in there just work so well with. I think the Tarot Flowers works really well
Yeah.
with that one. You've got your colourful crochet and wonderful wool. There
So
on
well
the
done.
reverse. Then this is one of my favourites, your Spring Meadow and your Charming Check. Because look at the checks,
Yeah.
got all the colours.
I use that side a lot.
Yeah, perfect for background. To the point now, the one in the office, you get to it and there's never the one you
Never.
want in
it's
there.
like the Christmas pad, wasn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Christmas cuties, I'm
Yep.
still, got me number 3 in the drawer, and then you've got your sketch stripes and your delightful dots, so those really vibrant colours, and again those delightful dots are just perfect for so many of your backgrounds as well. 3 for 2 is great because I think you can get a real variety in those
defo.
3 pads, and you're almost getting 6, aren't you, because they're duo. You've got almost 2 pads in one, so make sure you check those out on the website as well. They're just an essential in your crafty stash. But Craig, we're going to come to you for our final demo.
Right, Tio. Let's do that. We're going to use the frosted florals for this. And it is going to be a Christmas card, but we're going to use the sentiment of festive cheer. So it's not that full-on, like, Merry Christmas, reds and greens and all that brightness. We've got that frosted tone. And we're actually going to be using the sheet as a background. It's going to be the background, but it's actually going to be the shaker layer as well. And what I mean by that is, instead of like creating the dies or using the dies as the shaker, we're going to be creating the shaker within this background. So I've got my card blank here, 7 by 7. So what I'm going to do, make it that a little bit easier for me, because this best way also to explain it is this will be higher up on foam pads. So I'm going to cut it to just over the 7 by 7 for now, just to make what my way to do a little bit easier. Now, of course, if I was to raise that up on foam pads, although you've still got that sturdy weight for a paper, it's still a little bit flexible for something to be substantial.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I've just gone in with one of our double-sided adhesive sheets. You can do this with your tape runner or that if you want to, but I would say that the double-sided adhesive sheets are going to be the best thing for this. And what I've got, another piece of our white cardstock that we've got. It's the I think I just grabbed the Ink Me one. I think it's got a bit of substantial weight to it. So I'm just going to take one of the back ends off, and let's just pop that one on here. And then we're going to trim that. So let's go in. Now, I'm going to trim this to actual 7 by 7. If you were to trim the excess adhesive off, what we'd highly recommend is cut onto the paper or the card, not the adhesive. 1, you're going to gunk up your scissors potentially, but 2, it's going to start to cause a mess with your trimmer or your guillotine. So what I mean by that, as that falls down and sticks to it, instead of actually trimming right down that edge, what I'm doing, Amy, is I'm just coming in just a couple of millimetres just to then cut straight into my actual cardstock, and then it just stops my blade going through that sticky edge. So I'm going to, let's just take some of that excess off for now. So let's just take that one out. Come on, grab hold of it. There we go. And then this time what we can do is we can go right up to, it's not 7 because my card blank's 7. It is 6.5 that I'm wanting. So it's 6.5, turn that around, and then 6.5 again. And pop that out of the way, and I'm going to go in with this gorgeous blue. I'm still getting to terms with the names of some of the newer adorable scoreable that are newer to me. So we're going to go in, and I'm going to go just the 3 notches up from 6.5. So that's going to be that gorgeous frame all the way around, and even just a sentiment on there, and that's your card done if you want to.
That's the thing with some of them, isn't it? Or what you can do, make that slightly smaller and then do another matte layer behind in the reverse.
Exactly.
So you know the colours are going to match perfectly. Like
Absolutely.
you say, it's your card done, isn't it?
It really, really is. But of course, what we're then going to do is we're just going to peel that back in off, and then I'm just going to stick that onto my background. Now, what I could have done is I could have stuck this onto my card, then trimmed it to 6x6, but potato, potato. And I never bin these because I use a lot of foam pads, Amy. What I tend to do is I'll put my foam pads on the back of what I'm doing, peel the backing off, and then I stick them on there. It's just a quick way to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
especially for TV, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes you'll see it on Hobby Maker if I've got things on foam pads and I'm just quickly taking the layers off of these. That's what I've done because it's got that non-stick.
It's useful underneath your tape runner as well, your dotty one.
That's true, yeah, it is, Lisa.
Yes,
it's good
yeah.
underneath your dotty tape runner. Stops any little dots, excess dots, going where you don't want them. So now I've got stability within my geo designs. You know, I can use that to then maybe create something heavier weight. But let's go in with, it's always going to be one of my firm favourites, and that's the straight edge circle nesting dies.
Yeah.
Always going to be my go-to. Do use some of the other ones occasionally, but I do like the go-to of the circle ones. So what I'll do is I'm going to go the second one down. Now the reason being is I'm going to create a frame with my blue adorable scoreable. So I need a kind of like a leading edge. So if I was to use that last one, from this set, if you've only got this, I've not got another nesting die that I could then cut around. So I'm going to go second one down, and I am just going to go into the middle here. Let's take my low tack tape, which we've got here, and then I'm just going to then tack that one down. Let's grab hold of that one, and I'm going to go as central as I can. Take that in, and then we're going to run that one through. So let's pop them onto our plates and line up like so. And a lot of these, I think maybe not necessarily all of the ones within that second set that you showed, Amy, at the start of the show. But the first set, a lot of them will go through like your A5 machines.
Yes, yeah.
A lot of what you showed within that second set will, but I think there's some, maybe like the Hexa or something like that, it's maybe just a little bit too wide. But definitely your A4 ones, no problem. So let's take that one out. I'm not putting the plates far because I need them again in a minute. And then carefully just prise that one out. So now what I have got is I've got that perfect aperture. So take that out because I'm still, am I going to use this? I wasn't planning on, but I might actually pop it back in, but pop it in flat and then that one raised. So we still see the full image.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I think I will, because I'm not putting anything, other than the sentiment, I'm not really adding a topper or anything like that within it. So now that I've got that layer here, what I need is, I've not got enough, have I got another bit of blue here. I only brought the one sheet in. What? Oh, look at this.
The one there.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it? It was just right there waiting for me. Right there waiting. So I'm going to use the nesting die that I've just used a moment ago, plus that largest one. So let's trim that one down. Because I do like to frame apertures when I do them. Not always necessary if you don't want to, but I do like to frame them. And I'll show you once I've cut this what I mean by framing them. So let's tape that one down, and then we're going to run that one through again. Now, I have already cut my sentiment that I'll show you. We could have been doing that at this point as well, but I've already got them done because I did think that I'd be getting close to the end with this demo. So that one goes through. And I'm using the nesting dies to create, you know, shakers and that, but nesting dies are great just to create backgrounds, have fun.
Yes.
See what different ones, certainly things like your squares, hexagons, rectangles, see the different shapes that you can create, but you can still do lots of fun ways and techniques with your circles, your ovals, etc., etc. So there we go, that's what I'm needing here. Now that wood, let's go and, right, what I'm going to do is, we are going to sort it in a minute, but I just want to show you, that looks nice, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about framing the aperture, it just finishes it off for me.
Yeah.
I think that works really well. So what we're then going to do is, because I'm going to keep that flat, let's pop our tape on here, or your choice of adhesive. You might want to use maybe like your construction glue or your white glue if you're unsure about this point. But let's see if we can match that one up. So what I'm doing is I'm holding this in place, and then we're going to slot that back in. And then what I can do is lift that up. So I now know that that's bang centre exactly where I need it. All that I need to remember is which way this frame goes. You could put a little pencil mark or something if you want, but I'll know which direction it goes in.
Do you happen to know, is that the cobalt blue that you use?
It will be, Lisa, yeah. It will be, indeed.
Someone's asked on YouTube what colour it is.
Yeah. I should, do you know what I need to start doing as well? Is just leave myself a little note of the colours. There's a lot of the colours I know, and then there's some that I still just need to get familiar with. So I've got my acetate here. Nesting dies, cut one of them if you want to pop onto the back. But I'm going with a square, and the size that I'm going with is just enough just to fill the back there. So we can see that it meets all the way round. So let's add our tape, and we can start to build and finish, add it around section by section. We can pop that one into here, press that down like so. Then what I'm going to do is what Lisa was saying before, what these are also good for is your dots. So we can work our way round, and you can keep using this because the dots will just wipe off because it's non-stick. So it's not as if it's a one-time use. Also, if you've got things such as glitter glues, glue drops, anything like that you want to create your own,
use that.
you can use that, and then they just pop off. So let's pop that back around to frame our aperture. So if we get that in to there, like so. And you're not going to lose that image. You can still see the full image, but what we've just got is that nice little frame. And then for this one, let's go thick, Amy. Let's go with our thick foam pads. And what I'm doing to start with is I'm not actually focusing on this aperture at the moment. What I'm doing is I'm just going to get that outside edge going. So that's nice. And then full. Let's go in with this one as well. Right, so
The other acetate you could use in this is the one with the sentiments on as well, isn't it?
oh, never, oh, that would have been so nice as well.
To have like the
Yeah.
sentiment in the centre of there as well.
That would have been really, really nice. That's it. There's still just so much
I know we could
goodness,
do a
isn't
whole
there?
day, couldn't we?
You could, yeah. Yep. So if you've got them, but you don't have die sentiments or stamped sentiments, then yeah, that's a really good alternative. So for something like this, where the actual main background is going to be the shaker, what I tend to do is, you've seen me just do it there, is I'll go right round the edge, Amy, and then I'll just kind of block off the corners.
Yes, yeah.
This isn't essential. As long as you've got no gaps around the edge, that's fine. But you don't want to, visually, you don't want to waste not seeing the shaker. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, because
So-
they'll all, go down to the bottom, won't
Exactly,
they?
yeah. So if we block it off, it just means that even if it's just sitting on a mantelpiece, you're still going to see some just down at the bottom there. Otherwise, what they would all do is they'd all just kind of congregate right down where we can't see them. And then let's pop this on our card blank first. Add in our sequins, we're going to go for some blue. So let's pop that one on. Add it in. If you're relatively or still relatively new to myself and my style, I always like a white and
Me
a matte
too.
layer around the edge, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. I think what it does, it creates that additional frame without having to pop on an additional matting layer,
Yes, yeah.
and then it's nice. Equally, still look nice if you went edge to edge, but it's personal choice. So let's take these ones off.
Oh, another top tip I think with shaker cards is if anyone's got, we've got them on the website as well, your anti-static bags.
Yeah,
So just wipe it over your acetate before you sort of create that shaker, and then it will stop the elements maybe sticking to that acetate
Yeah.
a bit. And then I rub it round the sides of the foam pads as well, because you know sometimes they stick to the sides
That's
of your
right,
foam
yeah.
pads, so you can do that as well.
Especially when you're using glitter.
when you're
Yes,
using
yeah.
glitter, yeah.
Glitter queens.
What you were saying there, as well as heat embossing, Amy, I am so bad at using my anti-static bag. I always forget about using it. But it's a really good idea. Now let's press that one down. So we've now got our shake. I'm really being stingy this morning.
No, I don't think
Do you
so.
not think so?
No,
No, do you
because
not
I
think
tend
so?
to do the extreme, and then you can't see anything behind it because there's too many sequins in there. So I think
I like your thinking.
Yeah.
I like your thinking.
less is more, Craig.
Less is more, absolutely. Less is more.
What's wrong with you, Amy? Usually it's more is more.
More is more for Amy. And then to finish off, you've probably seen me do this a few times lately, our art sentiments. And then what I do is I've cut two that are exactly the same, and I just do one top and bottom. And certainly if it's round something that is circular, and that's all that I'm doing. I could have popped a little flower in the middle, a little snowflake, something like that, anything like that. That's entirely up to yourself. But it's just turning one of the duo designs into a shaker, still seeing that full image. And yes, it's Christmas, but it's more of that festive cheer that we've got going on there with the shaker. You could add gems, you could add pearls, embellishments, whatever you want, but it's just maximising that full shape. Well, I've trimmed it down slightly, but you get what I mean, going in with that full background, but turning it into a shaker.
Absolutely love it. Thank you. And you can really see the sort of, you've got a nice amount in there to be able to see them
Yeah.
as well, haven't you? But still with that image throughout
Popping
as
through.
well.
There you go.
Absolutely love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So 3 amazing ideas for your shaker cards. Please have a go at them if you haven't tried them before, because as I say, they are so much fun. Where are we? Lorraine says, lovely card, Craig. Yvonne said, love all the demos. Vicky, gorgeous card. Craig, Viv, 3 brilliant demos, Craig. Thank you so much. Denise, lovely cards. Janie, love this card.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all of your lovely comments today, and thank you for your demos.
And thank
you,
you, Amy.
TV schedule. There's more today.
More.
We love it. Next up on Hobby Maker, Bex is there at Hobby Maker today. Join her live at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. with brand new pocket pads. You won't want to miss it.
Nope.
They are just fabulous. Watch it and
I know. I can't even wait to watch.
I know
what she's got.
We'll have to have early lunch. Early lunch and back in the office with the TV at 1 p.m. So Bex is there at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. today. Next up here on HDTV, join Bex and Kat. They will be here tomorrow to showcase those 5 brand new pocket pads. So another fabulous show lined up. Thank you so much for joining us today and for all of your lovely comments. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you all here again tomorrow at 10 a.m.